Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
There, thank you so much for joining us today for our Foundation Friday program. Today we are once again enjoying the wisdom of Lowell Fillmore. If you don't know who Lowell Fillmore was, I'll tell you. He was the oldest son of the Unity co-founders, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. I'm guessing because you found our program that you're familiar with Unity, but just in case you're not, I'll tell you that Unity was actually founded on the principle of affirmative prayer. Charles and Myrtle both used affirmative prayer to heal and cure themselves from things that medical science could not help with at the time. They sought and found a spiritual answer. They were so blessed and grateful that they went on to teach the community about affirmative prayer. We in Unity today still use that same form and format with prayer, and we watch miracles happen all the time. Today, we are going to look at their son's lesson on affirmations. Knowing that we use affirmations to state and call forth the truth, Lowell gave us this lesson, and as is his custom, he also included 7 different daily meditations at the end of this. So you might want to grab a pen and paper. You can, of course, stop this video and write them down if I go too fast. But let's start with Affirmations by Lowell Fillmore. Remember that an affirmation of truth is more than a request to God to give you something or to do something for you. It is a statement of your faith in God's perfect, though perhaps unmanifested gifts that have already been given to you. It is a formal acceptance of his gifts. An affirmation acknowledges God's supreme, omnipresent love and power as already in operation for your good. It is a statement of what is true in the kingdom of God and implies, if it does not express it in words, thankfulness for God's rich blessings received. It proves faith because it acknowledges the substance of God's kingdom is abundantly manifesting itself in your world. It acknowledges God's gifts as being already abundantly received. It fulfills the admonition of Jesus, all things whatsoever ye pray and ask for, believe, and ye shall receive them, and ye shall have them. And your Father knoweth the things that ye have need of before ye ask him. Take the following example of a truth affirmation. God is my health, I can't be sick. This affirmation is a definite statement of what is true of God's creation. God made man and pronounced him good. That is the only man idea that God entertains. And it is the true self of every one of us. When I say God is my health, I can't be sick, I'm calling my attention to the fact that God created only perfect things, a healthy body being included. As I affirm that my body is from him, As I repeat such an affirmation, I should do so in the spirit of thanksgiving. The perfect man idea that God created is the foundation of every man's being. This perfect idea is present with everyone trying to keep each man's mind and body in perfect repair. But men have not fully cooperated with their maker in maintaining this perfect idea. Like the prodigal son, they have gone into a far country where want and trouble are experienced. By returning to God, a man finds the Father waiting to meet him and give him all the good things that were intended for him. Affirmation helps us arise and return to our Father's house. Even though an affirmation does contradict material conditions as they appear to be, it is nevertheless a true statement of conditions as they are in God's plan. It helps us to bring the true condition into our body. And an affirmation helps us to correct the erroneous mental cause back of the unhealthy condition. If an affirmation is spoken without conviction, it is like a wish instead of a prayer, and it lacks vitality. There are two possible outlooks on life. One is based upon things as they appear to be. The other is based upon what things should be and what they really are when considered in the light of pure spiritual truth. Our faith provides the substance that makes our spiritual affirmation become tangible. Therefore, if we hold steadfastly to the principle of the good that we know as existing in God and all of his creations, and have faith in the good, we shall build it into the manifest world. If I repeat the affirmation, God is my health, while at the same time I am thinking about how wonderful it would be if God really would become my health, I'm making a very weak affirmation. I'm expressing a wish instead of sending forth a dynamic prayer. I must put something substantial into my affirmation to make it alive. When I say God is my health, I must know absolutely that I have spoken an eternal truth. I must feel that I have cast the die, that I cannot turn back, but must accept my words as final. I then set the divine law into motion and it will establish health for me. I press the button that starts the machinery of God's health moving in my body. I must know that there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. God is my health, and I do not have to figure out how he is going to accomplish his healing work in me. Joyousness then springs up in my heart because I know that what I have affirmed is indeed true. I have jumped into the ocean of God's love and I must let it bear me up. I am fearless. I have no other plans but to let God be my help. I make no provisions for failure. I have placed myself in his everlasting arms, and I know he will care for me. When I make an affirmation, I must stand fast in it and not be swayed between faith in God's power and fear of appearances. Like the children of Israel caught between Pharaoh's army and the Red Sea, I must stand still and see the salvation of Jehovah. Okay, that's our lesson in affirmation. I just love the way Lowell Fillmore taught the lessons that he created. And now I'm going to go through 7 different daily meditations. You might want to write these down. They're very powerful. I'll go slowly, but remember, just stop the tape if you need to catch up. First, I accept with gratitude the promise that God knows what I need and has given it to me before I ask for it. I'll repeat that one, it's a little long. I accept with gratitude the promise that God knows what I need and has given it to me before I ask for it. Okay, we're going on to the next one. It's another long one. I'll repeat it twice. I know that God answers prayer because he has already given me life, intelligence, air, water, and the rich resources of nature in abundant measure. Isn't that powerful? I'll repeat it again. I know that God answers prayer because he has already given me life, intelligence, air, water, and the rich resources of nature in abundant measure. Okay, number 3. Are you ready? This is a shorter one. God is my health. I can't be sick. Therefore, I rejoice and give thanks for a healthy body. I'm going to repeat that again because I love it. God is my health. I can't be sick. Therefore, I rejoice and give thanks for a healthy body. Okay, next one. God has created only good things. Therefore, I am safe in affirming that only the good is true. And the next one, it's a longer one, I'll repeat it. My body is formed according to the divine pattern of perfect man. I insist upon manifesting this true spiritual body that God has given to me. It's a long one. I'll repeat it. I'll go a little more slowly. My body is formed according to the divine pattern of perfect man. I insist upon manifesting this true spiritual body that God has given to me. Here's number 6. I speak the truth with confidence, and lo, God blesses me according to my faith. And number 7, I stand confidently still and firm as I see the salvation of my loving, living God always with me. And yeah, I'm going to read that one again too. I stand confidently still and firm as I see the salvation of my loving, living God always with me. Well, I hope that you got all 7 of those affirmations, and it was Mr. Fillmore's intention that we do 1 affirmation a day, all day long. If we can remember to do it every hour, I think that's probably the most powerful. But even if we do it only 15 or 20 times throughout the day, we're going to see a shift in our awareness as that affirmation becomes our truth. Thank you so much for joining us today. As always, if there was something in this video that someone you know might benefit from, feel free to share it. We would love to reach anyone and everyone who has need of the messages we're motivated to share. But before we go, please know you matter. You are sacred. And you are so, so very loved. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.